Join us for the last magical day of our family weekend mini break in London. This morning we will be checking out the Plaza Hotel in Victoria, and oh my goodness, I can't tell you how sad everyone is to be checking out of this beautiful place. This is by far the nicest hotel I've ever stayed in London. Possibly one of the nicest hotels we've stayed ever. I'm going to give you a little room tour before we check out. So we're incredibly sad to be checking out, but we are excited because we're heading to Madame Tussauds, where we've never been before, and I've heard really good things about it, so really excited for that. And then before we head home, we are just going to nip because Bella wants to take a photo at platform 9 3/4 in King's Cross because she's kind of obsessed with the Harry Potter book, so fingers crossed we'll have time to do that. I'm here with 3 of my children. Our eldest is in university. All 4 of the children have autism, so there are some sort of considerations and things that are worth mentioning, I think, from the room, and also some sort of hidden details and features and things that I've only noticed, unfortunately, towards the end of our stay, so I thought I'd share those so that you do not miss out on them if you are coming here. But I'm getting ahead of myself. If you are new around here, by the way, my name's Rhiannon Morgan. Hi, everyone calls me Rhi. Welcome to the channel. You've missed some vlogs already, but I will link them below. You can go back and watch those afterwards if you haven't seen those yet. We've been to Sea Life, we've been to Shrek's Adventure, we've done the Disney store, we've done the Underground, we've done all sorts of different things, and I've shared loads of tips already, so make sure you check out those videos if you haven't seen them yet. So yeah, the room tour, partly for you to share my thoughts. I'm going to try and be as balanced as possible with the good, the bad and the ugly as always, but also I know I need to do these, you know I need to do these, so I know I haven't left anything behind. And one of the downsides, I'm going to say it right now, of this hotel room, and it's a very two-sided downside, it is so big, you wait till I show you, that I am more concerned that we will have left things behind because there are more places the children could have hidden some stuff. So let's go take a look around. So we'll start down here by the front door. Yes, there is a front door to this absolutely massive apartment. Look, bathroom and all that down there. I'll show you all that in a second. So there are coat hooks by the front door, really handy. We've got one case ready to go here, and we've been dumping our shoes here. And then into the first bathroom, which is just toilet and sink, so it could be used for toothbrushing and things. It's good to have that separation, you know, someone's in the shower, someone else could be brushing their teeth in here, someone's in the bath, someone else can be using the toilet. The kind of thing, if you've only got one bathroom, especially if you've got children with additional needs, can cause meltdown. So having the multiple bathrooms has been absolutely game changing. Something I've got to say about this hotel, they've got the smells absolutely on point. It's like Disney level with the smells being so good. You can smell it as soon as you walk in the lobby. This stuff is absolutely sensational. It smells so great. So there's hand wash and body lotion in here, and they've got similar sort of shower gels and things that smell the same in the other bathroom, but they're so gorgeous. Editing Rhi here, just as I am editing this part of the vlog, I wanted to let you know that this stuff honestly smells so good that when I got home I had to find it and buy it online, and it's this, and I'm obsessed, and I'll link it in the accompanying blog post so you too can smell like you're at the Park Plaza. Wow. Okay, sorry, back to the video. Lovely lighting, lovely big mirror, so good for getting ready, and a tiled floor. And then this cupboard, which we didn't actually use, but we could have done to hide cases in out the way. It's got the ironing board, loads of storage space, or again, if you've got a lot of coats, you could perhaps put those in here. So that's just really handy to have, just to keep the place neat, especially if you're here for a bit longer. Into this bedroom where the girls have been sleeping. It's a twin room, super comfy beds, really luxurious sheets, and a TV that they did manage to watch, and they could send things from devices to the TV to watch their own shows, as well as just watching whatever's on the TV. Massive wardrobe in here, which I put packing cubes and things in for the children. There is also a safe in here, which is really good to know, and an option for laundry and dry cleaning from the hotel. There is a price list here. We didn't utilise it because we've only been here for 2 days, but definitely if you're going to be here a bit longer, if you're going to make this your London base for a little bit, well worth having. The views out the windows are insane, but I will show you all that, and the veranda, wait till you see the veranda at the end. It's going to take your breath away. Out of this door and along the corridor, there's cool London artwork everywhere, and we've got the main bathroom, which is just beautiful, all tiled, loads of counter space for getting ready, huge beautiful mirror and lovely lighting, massive bath that the girls loved having a bubble bath in, this insanely gorgeous smelling product we've got here and also over here. I have thrown towels in the bath that we've used, but there's also a second shower, so this is a bath, a handheld shower, and an overhead shower, and there's also a second overhead shower in here. So it's a lovely spacious bathroom. We have these gorgeous robes to use that I've been snuggling up in during our stay. It's just been so nice, I don't want to go home. Into the bedroom I've been sharing with my husband. Such a comfortable bed. Loads and loads of cupboard space. So if you are here for some time, you've got a lot of luggage, it can all be hidden away and the place can stay neat. One thing I will say, I couldn't find the hairdryer, and I did find it today in here. So, I mean, I could have just phoned reception, they would have told me, but I have not needed to wash my hair just before we left. So it's not been a big deal. But just in case you're looking, obviously if you can't find it, just phone reception. They've all been super helpful. The staff have been amazing. But that's where the hairdryer was. All of these doors are individually lockable. They've got these little things to prop them open, which we've used to stop the children jamming their fingers. TVs in each room. And again, the views from this place. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. And then this panel controls the air conditioning and the heating. And then in here is the living room. So this would be a sofa. It's been made up into a bed for us because there were 5 of us here, so we could sleep comfortably up to 6 people. If our eldest had come with us and he wasn't in lectures, then the 2 boys could have shared in here. What an amazing space though. What an amazing, amazing space. You're gonna have to excuse the mess because I'm still trying to clear up to pack and go. So here I've been using this as my desk. I've had my laptop here. I've used it as a bit of a charging station as well, just charging the last couple of devices to put into my charger bag before we go. There are loads of drawers here which I've not been using just because I know we've only been here for 2 days, but this has been a brilliant workstation. So this is why I'm saying we genuinely could have made this our home base without it feeling squashed or cramped. I could have sat here comfortably and worked and then gone out and sat on the veranda and the children would have played. Honestly, we've had amazing fun in London, but they would have been so happy just playing here for hours and hours. I will take you out there in a second. Oh, it just takes my breath away. It's going to make me cry to go. So this, we've left as a bed. The children have had so much fun just sitting and having movies. We had beautiful snacks and things left for us when we arrived. And they had little popcorn parties. They watched Shrek because we've been to Shrek's Adventures in London. They've had so much fun. It's been really spacious. There's a luggage rack here, but I've also cleared this table as the second luggage rack. Just sort of putting the last bits and pieces in. Incidentally, I've got to show you this. Totally not unrelated to the hotel room, but it's one of the first times I've used it properly. I had this for Christmas. My auntie asked what did I want, and I said one of these, please. And it's like a portable hair straightener. What a flipping game changer. You turn it on, because you know, because I'm only doing my fringe now, because I'm trying to grow out my long bangs. So cool. And then you can just pop that in your handbag or your case and it's done. So yeah, can highly recommend that. Charges via USB-C. Easy. I'll link that in the accompanying blog post along with everything else. And also these are out. You know, I've got a bit of a dodgy neck and shoulder, and my physio told me to put heat on my kind of shoulder blade because my neck and my shoulders getting a lot of pain. Apparently because I'm hypermobile. I've been wearing one of these on my back under my jumper while carrying my bag, because carrying backpacks and things and traipsing around seems to make my shoulders worse, and it has really helped. Also, it's cold in London, so that's kind of been helpful too. And you put those not on your skin, under your clothes, but over a layer, if that makes sense. You've got to have at least one layer of fabric then between you and this, because those are boiling. They last about 8 hours. Insanely good. Back to what we're supposed to be talking about after I go on my ADHD tangent rant. This is the kitchen area. It's really well equipped. So we've got glasses and things in here, some of which are in the dishwasher. Yes, we've got a dishwasher. Microwave, cutlery, we had tea towels in there. This is the fridge. We had bottled water when we got here. That's mine. I'm obsessed with these at the moment, actually. I get these from Amazon. I'm going to drink one of those before we leave to give me a bit of a last kick of energy to get around London. But that did not come with the room. But this fridge has been great because, like I said, they supplied the bottled water and it's been good to keep our bits cool. We had some wine. We didn't actually finish it. I was so tired last night. I was falling asleep on my nose. And there's plates and bowls and things in here. So we have had breakfast downstairs. My family have actually gone downstairs. That's why it's so quiet now. But if you did want to eat here, then you could. It would be more than easy enough to. And there's some cupboard space there. And this is a cute little dishwasher. See, that's more than enough for the family, because you're probably not, you could actually cook here. There is facility to cook here, but just realistically, you're more likely to sort of have snacks here and drinks and things, and that's more than enough to just kind of stay on top of things. There's this table with 2 seats. Now, obviously, there are 5 of us at the moment. There could be up to 6. There's plenty of other seating around the place. We've been eating downstairs in the bar. The bar meals are absolutely stunning. The pizza I had last night, the flatbread, was honestly so similar to the one that I had in Paolo on the Disney Cruise Line, which was obviously next level upcharge on the Disney cruise, which is already exquisite food. So the food here has been stunning. Okay, now let's grab my shoes and probably a coat because it's cold, and go and check out the veranda. Although I try not to pass this fear on to the children, I've got to say I'm a little nervous with heights, but I have felt totally safe here for a couple of reasons that I'm going to share with you. First of all, people will always say to me, if there's a veranda, what about safety with the children? I've got climbers, I've got this, I've got that. There is a key that you can take away and hide, and then it's double child locked as well. Now this key, they put it on this really long stick. I'm assuming they have people lose it. That's hysterical, but you can't lose it because it's on this massive long stick. You have to sign for these in reception, and then you can get out onto the veranda. Let's go out and have a look. I mean, look at this view, and the space up here is insane. Now, like I mentioned, I'm not great with heights, but I'm more not great with heights if I'm looking down. I'm fine with looking out like this, and one thing that is really great about this is there is this sort of section, this barrier between, you know, you and then the wall and then down. So as long as we're not going to look down there, that's fine. We can look out. But also from a children's health and safety point of view, it's double covered. Obviously, you're going to have to watch your children in any outdoor space like this, but I felt that this was a good safety measure. It feels safe, and I don't feel wobbly standing here. Just to give you some context, normally if we're watching a video where people are mountain climbing, and I'm talking about these people on TV, my palms start sweating. And I actually feel great up here. This is lovely because it feels super safe, and it just feels like you're looking out. Also, you don't feel like you have to be super close to the edge because there's so much space. Now, they've got these seats and things. I'm assuming they have cushions during the more summery months. And you know what? Can you imagine coming back here in the summer and sitting out here, having a drink, watching the sun go down over the city? Like, wow. But do you know what? We've enjoyed it, even wrapping up with our coats. There are still some seats you can use, and the children just walked around. When we got here, it was dark. The city looked so beautiful and twinkly, and it's just wow. And look at how much space there is. So all of this is ours. So that's the door we just came through. All of this right up to that little row there, and just, look. In the words of Hamilton, look around at how lucky we are to be alive right now. And London's kind of doing its kind of slightly foggy thing, it's January, but if we just zoom in, you can see that there's the London Eye, which we were at yesterday. You can see next to it the circle things. That's Big Ben, or technically it's the Elizabeth Tower. Isn't Big Ben the bell? But yeah, that's, it's Westminster. This is all the city of Westminster, and it's Victoria within Westminster, and it's just been so easy and accessible to get around. But seriously though, the views, guys, the views. Time to say goodbye to the veranda. Sad times. Bye. Oh, it's quite fresh out there. It's nice and warm here though. Excuse the eyes and nose watering. Why is it that every time I go from hot to cold, cold to hot, my eyes and my nose water? Is that normal? Do I have something the matter with me? Or does everyone do that? I'm not sure. Anyway, a few things I wanted to share. This is such a great location for just accessing London generally. The first ever West End show we took the children to was Wicked, actually, which is literally right down the street. So we've used the Underground to travel around with the children. You might think, the Underground really with children with autism? Is that not a bit overwhelming? But my kind of theory on it is I've been introducing them to it slowly, and things like the London Underground, airports, things like this, I would rather introduce them to in a slow and fun way and teach them how to use it as children when they've got the support of their parents with them, rather than just be like, oh, they've got autism, they don't want to do that, they won't like it. and then be thrown into the deep end and really overwhelmed by it as an adult. I just don't think that would be fun for them at all. So we have been using the underground. Obviously other methods of transportation are available. You could do the buses, or you could just get taxis, which would be a bit more expensive, but the underground we find really easy. The underground stop, which is where I come back to Wicked, is literally right outside the Apollo Theatre, which is just down the road from here. It's so close. So the kind of mistake we made that first time when we took them to see Wicked is that we went to an evening performance show, which they loved, but then they were so tired having to do the underground to get back to, I think we were staying in Covent Garden at the time, which I was like, oh, we'll stay in Covent Garden because there's the only places to eat and stuff in the night. And then obviously we had to get the underground back from Victoria over to Covent Garden, and that was the bit that was too much for them. They were tired anyway, that was too overwhelming. So to stay close to the theatres where you're going to see the shows, I'd 100% recommend. If you're going to see Wicked, and I know a lot of us are fans of the movie now, if you're going to see Wicked, the actual show in the West End, it is touring as well. We saw it in Cardiff not that long ago. But if you're coming to London to see the show, this is the perfect location, the perfect base. Obviously not every single room in the hotel is like this. They have got smaller rooms for sleep families. They've got lots of different options just to cater to everyone's needs, but the location is fantastic. And the staff here, they can't do enough for us. I've got to say, this hotel I have really kind of compared to so many times in my mind to the experience that we've had at Disney. Now, if you know, you might not know, I've also got a Disney YouTube channel, and one of the reasons we love going to Disney, specifically the Disney hotels and very much so the Disney Cruise Line, is because the care that you get from cast members, they call them, they're not staff, the care that you get from cast members is next level, and it's been like that here. But also little details like how good it smells, and it's something that hit me as soon as I walked into the lobby here. It smells sensational. So they've got just so many of those things that remind me of the care that you get when you go to Disney we've had in this hotel. Anyway, if you're going to see Wicked, this is a perfect base. But the other one is Hamilton. Now, I know we saw Hamilton for my 40th, and we didn't stay in Victoria for that either, and really we should have done. Now, for that one, we chose a matinee because the children had been so tired after Wicked, but really we could have done an evening performance if we'd stayed here. So if we're doing either of those shows again, which I'm going to be honest, I love them both, I'd see them again, absolutely, this is the perfect location. So in the accompanying blog post, and sort of link down the description and things, I will link the vlogs where we went to see Hamilton in the West End and Hamilton on tour, plus Wicked on the West End and Wicked on tour, so you can learn a little bit more about those shows and whether they're suitable for your children. Now, there is a bit of language and adult theming within Hamilton. Now, the children know which words are the naughty words, and they know they're not allowed to say them. When we listen to the soundtrack, we listen to the clean version. There are one or two words in Hamilton that they know they're not allowed to say, and they're aware of that, but other than that, it's just such an amazing story, and you know, it's musical theatre, it's culture. I think there are worse things in the world they could be exposed to. So watch it on Disney Plus if you want to make your decision about whether it's suitable for your children before booking tickets, and just watch that yourself. And to be honest, I'd highly recommend, if you're going to see Hamilton, you should watch it first anyway, listen to the soundtrack to familiarise yourself, because it's one of those that's so fast then you're going to miss half of the stuff. So I know that's not directly related to the hotel, but honestly, Hamilton, the palace where Hamilton's housed and the Apollo are so close to this hotel, then if you are coming, then you should definitely try and get tickets. And if we hadn't literally seen both of those shows so recently, then I would have tried to do that this trip too. A couple of other things I wanted to mention. The Wi-Fi has been exceptional, and I've got to say, hotel Wi-Fi is normally sort of reminiscent of dial-up, and you can barely open an email. It's been brilliant. It's been really strong Wi-Fi, and this place has just been so beautiful and a really nice place, especially when children with autism can be a little dysregulated when you've done day trips and things. To come back to such a lovely tranquil space and to have so much space, and for them to have, you know, separate bathrooms and bedrooms and things, has been just, I can't tell you how wonderful it's been. Now, time to get some breakfast. My family are already down there eating, and then pack up, check out, return that big long sticky key thing. I think we're going to leave our bags here because we have parked nearby. They have got spaces on site, but I was very silly and I didn't reserve them in time because they've got limited spaces on site which you can pay for to park your car. They were sold out by the time I went to book them, but in the hotel's defence, I only tried to do that 2 days ago, which was a bit disorganised of me, was it not? So in future, if we're coming back here, then I'll book those in advance, and then you literally leave your car here. But we have booked parking at Q Park, which my husband dropped us here. There's a really easy way to pull in and get dropped off, which is not always the case for lots of hotels in London. Lots of them have got those red lines where if you stop outside, I think a claw comes down from the sky and removes your car actually, but if not, you definitely get an instant fine. He dropped us off and went to park the car, and he was very happy with how secure that car park was, and we just used Just Park, which is a website and an app to pre-book and pay for that parking. Once we've finished tidying up all of this, it is off to Madame Tussauds. Have you ever been to Madame Tussauds? I have not. I've heard really good things about it. I'm really excited to try it out. So the kiddos have had loads of fun in the kids' room, in the games room. We are going to have to pack up to leave now, guys. I know it's sad times. I know it's sad. Oh, that's Disney princess level drama. Okay. But we are going to Madame Tussauds. Woohoo! Yay! Who are you hoping to see in Madame Tussauds?
Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift, fingers crossed she's there. Any famous people you're hoping to see?
Miley Cyrus.
Miley Cyrus, fingers crossed. You kids ready to go? Yeah. Sad to leave, but excited for Madame Tussauds?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to leave.
I know, baby, neither do I. We'll have to come back again, won't we?
Yeah.
So if you're staying at a hotel, make sure that you download the app beforehand, which you can get by their website, but I will link it in the company blog post too. It's really good because you can check in online. You can even do your checkout online without having to bother going to reception. We did go to reception purely because we have left our bags there, so they're keeping those secure for us. And also I had that big long stick key thing to return, so I had to go back to do that. And then later on, when we come back at the end of the day, my husband will go and get the car, and you can literally pull up right here outside to really easily do that pickup. So many hotels in London, it's so hard to stop outside, and this one is really easy, so big thumbs up from us. Just to give you some context, that's the Victoria Palace, the theatre for Hamilton. That's the Apollo for Wicked, and we have walked from just at the end of that street, literally 2 minutes down there, the hotel. Okay, so we're in Victoria at the moment. We're going to go up to Oxford Circus, switch to go to Baker Street, and that's what the advantage of Swords. We're then going to hop across to King's Cross St Pancras, and then from there we're going to go Victoria Line back to the hotel. Well, if we got on the right train, what's the next stop? Yeah, let's check. That's what we need to do. Every time we get on, check. Regent's Park. So if the Regent's Park's the next one, we're on the right train. And what happens if it's not? If it's not, we get off, and we switch lines and go the other direction. That's right. And to come with us to Madame Tussauds, click on the video on screen now, or check out my Patreon for some early release videos, plus some excellent printables that are going to help you get so organised. So click on the video, or see you in Patreon, or both, one or the other. I'll see you there. Bye.